What's up, everybody? What's going on YouTube channel? Once again, this is Amateur Fitness by Spider, and today I got a very special video for you all. If you're here for the first time, or if you're already one of my subscribers, it's a very special video that took me a lot of research and a lot of hours to put together and finish. It's finally here. I got it put together for y'all. You might see me look to the, you are going to see me look to the side for a little bit at the beginning of it, because I pretty much wrote down what I want to say so that I don't forget anything, I don't leave nothing out. So this is a very educational video for all of us to learn something. Like I said before, I'm getting ready to detail calculate my macros and follow my macros, because I've just been doing my regular intermittent fasting and dieting on my own, just at the top of my head. So right now I decided to calculate my macros, and since I was going to do that, I figured it'll be a nice way to make it into a video and teach somebody else how to calculate their macros. So let's get started so I don't make it too long. A few points that you should know as we get started is definitely make sure you grab yourself a pen and paper so that you can take notes to the information that I'm going to give you. It's going to be excellent information. This is information that some people pay for, and I'm here at Amateur Fitness by Spider. I'm giving it to you 100% free. So, of course, it doesn't get any better than that. So let's just say you're here and you're saying to yourself, I'm brand new at this. I just started my weight loss journey. I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. Well, first of all, congratulations if you are starting your weight loss journey, because you already are making that life decision to change your life. That big decision to change your life. So for definitely congratulations. So my rule number one to weight loss is, of course, healthy eating. A healthy eating habit is the key to weight loss. That's the secret. Not a diet, I guess you could say. It is, but it's not a diet, because a diet just means what you're eating. But it is the choice of having a healthy lifestyle. What is healthy eating, or what is a diet? Well, your healthy eating is this whole journey is pretty much out of 100% of this weight loss journey, of this healthy eating, is 80% of it is going to be healthy eating. 10% is exercise, and then another 10% to me is dedication, motivation, and definitely consistency. Consistency is another key to a very successful weight loss. For starters, if you're beginning, please go in your kitchen, throw out all the junk food. That's definitely number one. Throw out all the junk food out your house, because if it's there, you're gonna eat it. A good point to do is prep your food. Look for recipes, look for other things that you should be eating, like chicken and stuff like that, the healthy stuff, and prep your food. If you prep, especially if you're going out, like you're someone like me that works outside, I basically take some of my meals with me, and that way it gives you a better choice when you're outside. You make better choices. Number two is make sure you are actually hungry. This is a mistake that a lot of people do, is that, which I even used to do. I'm a very prime example of it. That because I'm outside driving all day, I'm like, okay, I'm hungry. You know, let me eat something. 2 hours later, okay, I'm hungry. Let me get something to eat. Another 2 hours later, oh, I'm hungry. Let me get something. So you're like eating, just in a way, kind of, because you don't got nothing else to do. So rule number two is make sure you're actually hungry. A lot of times, if you think you feel hunger, drink water. You know, drink water, lots of water, and most likely that will fill you up. And what you're feeling is thirst and not hungry. Because our minds are already programmed to, you know, eat breakfast, eat lunch, eat dinner at certain times. So that's already been installed into our minds since we were a kid. You know, like, oh, you eat breakfast at this time, you eat lunch at this time. You know, so because our minds are already framed that way, that's what we're going to think. So that's already a habit that you have to cut down. You know, most of the time you're thirsty, you're not hungry. Another way our mind is programmed is that when you are gonna eat, you take a big plate, you fill it up, you stack it up, and your mind is already set to, okay, I have to finish this whole plate. You know, you don't want to waste any food. That's what our parents always said. You know, don't waste no food. People are hungry, blah blah blah. So you put a lot of food in your plate, and you're telling yourself in your mind you have to eat it all. So, well, another thing to go by is stop eating when you're full. You know, that's another point. If you feel full, stop eating. You don't need to finish the plate. A lot of people use the theory as get smaller plates. That way you are full in your mind that you're eating a lot when you're really just eating a small portion. You know, you have to think about, and like I said in my previous video, the myth that you should eat 5, 6, 7 meals a day in small portions to lose weight is just what that is. It's just a myth. That's something that I would say that I've learned that's something more for bodybuilders, athletes, stuff like that. They would sit there because of their busy schedule and because of how many calories their maintenance calories is. They have to eat like 3,000-4,000 calories a day. So that's why they split it into 5-6 little small meals to get their calorie intake. You know, us normal people, you don't really have to eat that much. You know, your calorie intake is just your calorie intake. Our bodies is an example to put this is the gas. You know, like a car, the gas. You know, your gas tank is your fueling. Your food is your fueling your body. So if you take your car to a gas station and you fill it up halfway, and then you go to or you fill it up a quarter way, then you go to another station and you put another quarter gas, then you go to another station, you go to another quarter gas. What happens? You still ended up with a full tank, and it's the same as if you went to one gas station and just filled it up in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessary. You know, that's why I'm getting ready to calculate my macros, because pretty much whatever my macros are in my calories, you could put a certain amount of, you can split it into 1, 2, however many times you want to eat, it's fine. But to me, for me, I'm okay with just 1 or 2 meals. So I'm still putting the whole amount of calories that my body needs into just one meal. And really, like, I'm not saying I'm eating one meal, because pretty much what I showed in my videos before, I would throw it all into, let's say, one plate. But I'm taking that with me, and I'm basically, when I am hungry, I'll eat it, because I tend to get full like very fast. Like, I can eat like probably this much food and I'm full, so I'll stop eating. So then, out of the same plate, later on, an hour or two later, I'm hungry again. Boom, boom, boom. I eat a little more. So that's that. So I'm gonna try to get through this video. The rest is all information. I just wanted to get that part out. Tell you guys a little bit about that. So now down to why you're here. Let's learn how to calculate your macros. Make sure you got a pen and paper. And I'm gonna be doing this, so like the teachers do, and I wrote it all down so we could kind of like follow it. So calculating your macros. These are the things that you need to know. Your macros are first divided into 3 different areas, which is your protein, your carbs, and your fats. You need all of it. Your body needs all of it. Your body needs protein, your body needs carbs, your body needs fat. That's all the fuel for your body. So you need it all. Now, you just have to know how to break it down. So out of 100%, which is everything, you break it down into 3 parts: protein, carbs, and fat. It is recommended that 15% out of that 100 goes towards fat. So that's like, I guess, the maximum. I can't remember the maximum, the minimum, whatever. Maximum 15% towards fat. So that's the first number I'll take out, the 15% for the fat. So you have 85% left that you divide between the protein and the carbs. Okay? So for me, I like protein, so it depends what you like. Cause some people like carbs, some people like protein. Me, I like proteins. I like the chicken. I like to make protein shakes, stuff like that. So I love the protein. So I'm gonna do high protein, low carbs. So my cut was doing 50% protein and 35% carbs. So I'm gonna do 50% protein, 35% carbs, and the last 15 out of fats. Now, another thing you need to know, there is, on protein, there is 4 calories per gram of protein. That is the definition of it. For protein, it's 4 calories per gram. On carbs, it is also 4 calories per gram. And for fats, it's going to be 9 calories per gram. So, breaking down your macros. For protein, you want to take anywhere from 0.5 to 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So you're taking your body weight times it by those numbers. So I'll show you that in a little bit later. With fats, you want to calculate it with 0.2 to 0.4 grams per pound of body weight. And then that's how you divide that. And then the rest of the calories you're throwing into the carbs. So you want to calculate your proteins and your fats first, because those are the numbers you got, and then the rest of your calories goes towards the carbs. So another point that you need to know is calories, because we all hear a lot that in order to lose weight, you need to take off 500 calories out of your calorie intake. So if you don't know what that means, you're sitting there like, okay, 500 calories out of my calorie intake, what does that mean? Okay, so basically 3,500 calories is equals to 1 pound. So if you want to lose 1 pound, and this is per week, so if you want to lose 1 pound per week, you have to be in a deficit of 3,500 calories per week. So out of that, so that's where they get 500 from. You take your 3,500 calories, because it's weekly, divided by 7 days, you get 500 calories per day caloric deficit from your calorie intake. You with me? Gotcha. So, there you go. Now, all right. So we got a simple way to calculate your maintenance calories. You can't do any calculations until you know your maintenance calories. And what your maintenance calorie means is the amount of calories that your body needs for you to maintain at the weight that you are right now. So remember, for you to lose weight, you need to be in a caloric deficit. So maintenance calories, you stay where you're at. You lose no weight. So a lot of times, that's why people that don't follow their macros, and a lot of times that you're getting on the scale, especially if you're weighing yourself, and you figure, oh, well, I ate right, this and that. You ate right, your scale didn't change. That could be because you actually, since you're not really like counting your calories, you might have just hit your maintenance calories, therefore you didn't lose anyway. So here's the easy way to calculate your maintenance calories. You take your current weight, which is what you weigh right now at the time of calculation, and you multiply by a number between 14 to 17. Now, and I'll explain that. I basically split it 14 and 15 if you're a female, 16 or 17 if you're a male. And so that's that calculation between 14 to 17. So you want to do 14 or 15 if you're a female, 16 or 17 if you're a male. And that number you choose by your level of activity. So basically, how much do you exercise? You exercise a lot. You want to go for the lower number. If you exercise a little bit, you want to go higher number. I think, no, backwards, sorry. If you exercise a lot, you want to go high. If you don't exercise, you want to go low. So, for example, so I made the example. My current weight right now is 225. So I'm going to take 225 and I'm going to multiply it by 16 because even though I do exercise, I'm an active exerciser now. I still want the benefits, higher benefits. So I'm going to go the lower number. So I'm going to do 255, which is my current weight, times 16, which is going to give me 3,600 calories per day. That is my maintenance calories. That's what my body needs to maintain at 225. So that's not my goal. My goal is to lose weight. So then you're going to take that 3,600 and you're going to subtract the 500, which is your caloric deficit, and you're going to have 3,100 calories per day. So that is your maintenance, not your maintenance calories, that is your caloric deficit that you need so that you can lose 1 pound per week. Now, to actually calculate the macros, here's the breakdown. To calculate your protein, you are also going to take your weight, 225 times 1.5 Because remember what I said back here. Your protein is between 0.5 to 1.5 pounds per grams per pound body weight. So I chose to use 1.5. So you're gonna take your weight times 1.5. It's gonna give you. It gave me 337.5 grams. So those are grams of protein. That's what I need to take on a daily basis. For your fats, again, you want to take your body weight, 225, times 0.2, which gives you 45 grams. So now that I already know my protein, I already know my fats. So now we calculate carbs. Carbs is going to be the rest of your calories. So how you know how many calories you got left? You're going to take the fats, which is my 45 grams, and you want to times that by 9, which is going to give you 405 calories. Where did I get the 9 from? Remember that I said there is 9 calories per gram in fats. Fats has 9 calories per gram. So that's where I got the 9 from. So you're going to take your fats, because before it was divided, so now we're multiplying. 45 grams of fat times 9 gives you that's 405 calories. And then you're going to do the same thing with the protein. You're going to do 337.5 times 4, because there's 4 calories on each gram, and it's going to give you, well, it gave me 1,350 calories. So now you got both of those numbers. Obviously, you add them together. Add together 1,350 plus 405 gives you 1,755. So now we know that between my protein and my fats, I already used up 1,755 in calories. So of course you're gonna deduct that from my daily intake. So my daily intake, remember, is 3,100 calories. So I'm gonna take 3,100 calories, subtract by 1,755, which gives you 1,345. So now I have 1,345 calories left. That's what's going to be my carbs. How do you figure that out in grams? Again, we're going to divide. So I'm going to take those calories, 1,345, I'm going to divide it by 4 calories per gram in carbs, and it's going to give me 336.25 grams. So far so good. And that's it. That's pretty much so me, now I know, started from today, when I start calculating, actually like weighing my food to what I'm gonna eat, I know that my total macros are, I'm gonna eat 337 grams of protein, 336 grams of carbs, and 45 grams of fat. There you are, there you have it. So that is how you and me calculate our macros. So there you go. I've been meaning to do this video. Put a lot of time into it. So I hope it motivates somebody. I hope it helps somebody knowing exactly how to calculate your macros. So if you're using the app MyFitnessPal and stuff like that, there's a new app now too that's supposed to be better than MyFitnessPal. I will link that in the description below. But if you use MyFitnessPal, you can actually change the percentage of your macros there. By the percentage, it'll also tell you the amount of grams that you're supposed to be eating, and it helps you calculate it, and it helps you keep track of everything. So I definitely appreciate and love you all. I thank you for watching, for supporting me, for your beautiful comments that you always leave me. And I will see you soon when I finish my insanity workout in about 2 more weeks. So like I said on my previous video, I kicked out a video, I'm kicking out this video, and then there's another, I created a about me video tag that I tag a couple people on, so that's coming out on Sunday. This hopefully comes out on Friday, and that's that. So that'll be my 3 videos this week already, so therefore I'm not going to do any weigh-ins. I will see you guys in a week or 2 after that, and see what happens after I finalize 4 weeks of insanity, 30 days, and we'll see where my weight is at. So again, big thumbs up if this helps you. If you like the information, thumbs up, thumbs up. Comment with any questions. If you're not sure about something, leave it in the comments below, and definitely share. So I appreciate you guys, and I'm out.